And should we go into a voice chat, Mr. Tankfird? I don't know how you best. Yeah, I'll call you on Discord though. Make this music really quiet. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Here I can.
Need to increase your volume. You say something?
Hello. Yep.
Okay, I think we're a bit quiet, but I'll just increase Discord in my OBS.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to make sure OBS is recorded in the VOD. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
that would be good.
Tankfird. There, and then if you should be good.
I was gonna say if you wanna, I should be sharing my game. I don't know if you how you want to do that.
Yeah, let's okay, it's a very laggy Discord stream for me right now.
Oh.
Maybe have it set to smooth text or some whatever. Also, you should have Nitro right now, right? Because I gave 7 days Nitro today.
I don't. But
You
did
don't?
it give? I don't think I.
I
Did
got
they
it
give it
without
out for
even
free or something?
activating it.
I didn't. I don't think I have it. But wait. Let me. Yeah, I don't know. It says 720 by 30 is the highest I can. Oh wait, smoother video.
Yeah,
Isn't smoother video what I would want?
yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Yeah, I can only do 720 by 30, or at least that's like the highest option.
Yeah, as long as it's smooth, it's fine. Okay, what kind of binds do we need? Actually, yeah, I guess
Oh yeah. Here
probably
I
should start.
actually. Yeah, I think to start I might explain what's actually happening with the strat or whatever, just so people understand it. Um.
People
So
like me.
basically, whenever you move your mouse, you're not like it's not like really smooth or anything. It's not like a joystick input. It's like there's like little hops. You can kind of notice it if you go like really slow. You can
Yeah,
kind of see it kind of moves over. It's more apparent in like older games like Doom. Um, but if you turn up your sensitivity to like 100, you'll start seeing it kind of like it's a lot more pronounced, like you're on a grid. Um, and basically the idea is that you combine so say you have a very precise trick where you need to look over, you need to look at like 115.6 or something, and you have a normalized angle where you're starting because you like teleport to another map or whatever. The game sets your angles to like 0 0 or something like that. I think for Zen it's like 0 pitch 315 yaw. You basically just do a little calculation where one of these like little ticks of your mouse is moving the perfect degree amount. So a very simple way, I think the formula for that is this: that the game like it just adds your sensitivity times the mouse yaw or mouse pitch CVARs, which are by default they're 0.022. Um, so a simple thing to do is that for specifically Zen, um, I think the oh, whoops, I should go back to normal. Oh wait,
You're not streaming
it
anything at the
can be.
moment, yeah?
Oh, I might wait. It says I'm streaming.
You have to... Okay, it was my bad then. Loading. That stream paused.
Oh yeah, well I'm all tabbed right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically I was just showing off that if you have a high sensitivity, it's kind of like you're on a grid, like where each like little movement of your mouse is moving by a set amount of degrees.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're going super high, it's like looks almost uncontrollable, but if you're really careful with it, you can see it's like pretty simple.
Yeah, it
Um,
snaps.
yeah, it snaps. And then if you want to calculate an angle change, all you got to do is the sensitivity times, or however big of an angle change. So say I wanted to move 15 degrees, I would do 15 divided by the whatever your MYA is set to, um, which is 0.022 by default. So I just did a little thing. It should be 681. I just did a little calculation. So if I move over, wait, what's happening here? Oh, my MYA is not the correct value right now. Did I do that right? 15? Uh-oh. Well, I don't know why it's not working here, but unless something else is bugged out, or I'm moving a little bit extra.
Which view angles do you want to achieve now?
For Zen, it is just it is like 275.5, or wait, I had it written down. Here, let me just move up. Uh, maybe here I guess I can just do it real quick. Um, whoops.
I don't know why the Discord stream is so laggy for me.
Oh yeah, 276.5 and 35.5. So it looks like that basically when you
Okay.
do it. But and the sensitivity for that is, so the trick I'm doing, because you need to move yaw and pitch at different amounts. Um, my bind is I changed sensitivity and I changed the yaw slightly. Um, so then the pitch is just perfect. Here, I guess I could send the I can send in Discord, but also I'll send in your chat. That's like what I use for obviously that's a script right now, so you
Yeah,
would
I
need
would
to
need two
split it up.
binds.
So, but the thing is that because depending on how, because it's kind of a, especially for scriptless, it's a lot to press like, so it's not too bad because you have the time while you're teleporting, like when all the green flashes are happening, to like switch your sensitivity and everything. But when you're mid-air like this, say you hit the shot, you need to also still get back down here really quickly. Um, so something that's nice about this one is that you can just switch your sensitivity down to your normal sensitivity after, and then you can switch your MIA later. So you only really need to hit your DPI and your sensitivity bind after hitting this, because otherwise it'll be like too much.
Yeah, make it down there with the sense.
Well, yeah, and even if you wanted to, I don't think it would be possible because you wouldn't be able to strafe over
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the island. So, here, let me So this just uses if any of you guys have seen like HL21 or done enormously quick. Okay, I need to stop it from wait. Why isn't that working? Okay, I guess that alias is not working.
Alias IQ. That will be a quiz after.
Oh
Yeah,
my
don't worry
god.
if you don't understand it yet, because I will do it with no more than everything until I figure it out. I understand the basics, but I have no idea what you do with the
Yeah.
pauses, for example.
So the pauses is not really technically a part of it, because like I think Muty started doing it because it makes it a little bit easier because it still saves time. Uh, I've never actually done this in runs myself, except for an IL, because there wasn't I just didn't really like it enough. It's a little bit risky of a strat to go for, especially when you have shaky hands and stuff. And because the DPI, depending on your mouse, it can kind of suck if your DPI. Okay, wait, that not working. Oh boy, I was actually messing around with this earlier to make sure I remembered it, but oh wait, maybe what? Is no clip speed not in this version? Oh my god, nice. What? Oh boy. But you want a full charge for this part. Um, this is a bit difficult since I'm just gonna pause buffer this. Actually, it might also be that
So you shoot yourself
I
off
think
with a full charge, then you switch the view angles, don't touch your
yeah,
movement keys at all.
I think you
Shoot
need to be
once.
ducking if I remember correctly. And oh, whoops. And also you need to also let like the Gauss auto charge because this is important. So the game automatically shoots when you load into the next level, and then that's where you get a bunch of speed. And then you also just keep holding plus attack 2 so that you charge another shot. So then, but then you have to let go of that one because it'll auto shoot at a perfect time. Let's see. Boy. Okay, let me just make sure this one works. Wait, what the? Hold on.
The cage isn't breaking.
Let me check my IL again because I'm pretty sure it's just that you need to just duck and then.
Yeah, I need to think of binds I can make anyway.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. You'll need just I guess sensitivity and MYA bind somewhere. I guess like the high one or the changed ones can be like pretty much anywhere on your keyboard since you have some time to press them.
Yeah, I mean, I can
But
use the
then,
same ones I used for the jump bug before, I guess. Because I don't need those anymore.
yeah, I guess like a jump bug type one would be fine.
And this is made for 200 DPI now, right?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. DPI doesn't actually technically matter at all.
Yes,
It
as long
just
as it's
makes it
one tick.
easier. Yeah, as long as it's one tick. Yeah,
So
so it should just be.
I could also use 100 DPI to make it easier then.
Yeah, if you could go down to like 50 or even stuff like that, because I know some mice can do that.
Let me see what Logitech lets me do. G
I
Hub.
think mine can only go down to like 200 or something.
Um,
Um,
so I have this thing. I can go down to 100. I guess I
yeah, so
should
that would
try
make
that.
it easier.
God, it's so slow. To move the whole 3 times the whole mouse pad so I can go across my screen. Yeah.
Why don't I XT set angles?
Okay, cool. I'll let you figure this out while I try to make my binds real quick.
Yeah. Okay, that worked. I don't know what was
Yes,
happening with.
I know what was happening because I tapped into my game and I didn't show it anymore. That's why it worked. Immediately it worked.
Here, I guess I can just cheat a little bit with these commands. Just cheating live on. Why don't I give myself? Yeah, okay. I'll just cheat.
What
Especially
is
that'll make it super consistent for me.
what time do you have on your IL with this?
It's like a 24 or something, 24.85.
That's 4
Uh,
seconds quicker than 4 seconds of time
the
sleep ish.
4 seconds faster than I guess like the jump bug version. It's like I guess like three because jump bug or no jump bug. It's like 28.0
Ah
or
yeah, okay.
something, or 28.1 or something. I think is what the best time
Let's
is.
fucking go.
It's more like 3.
So it's like 3 seconds, and if you add in a pause, it might be more like 2 seconds. But the thing is I think it would be nice if BXT had a DPI thing because every mouse is different and some mouse don't even have or mice don't even have a DPI thing.
Yeah, my mouse doesn't
Um,
have a DPI switch thing
oh yeah, it
either,
doesn't
so I
even
had
have a
to
button.
make a
Yeah,
script to switch between mouse profiles on the button press now.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's like 3 seconds, 3 to 4, depending on. But the thing is if you, I guess the jump bug would save what like a second or something or how much health do you lose? I forget.
160, and you
You're about 60 slower in the.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that would. So I guess it's maybe more like 2 seconds then, or or
yeah,
two
depends on
to
how
three.
quickly you do the pause.
If you don't do the pause at all, then I guess then it's fine. And I don't think it would be that crazy to if everyone had a like
Get
good
the
DPI
spooled.
scale. I guess the thing that's weird about that is you can't really say like uh you can't have like a floor or something for it because someone could also change to their mouse DPI and have the in-game or like a BXT DPI command. I don't know, but people like in Portal and Portal 2 do it all the time in their runs. They have like, because that game obviously relies on aiming a lot more than Half-Life. For where they're placing portals, and there's really precise shots that they need to do. Um, so it wouldn't be too crazy to do this without the pause, I don't think. So
Wait, what did I do?
yeah, for binds you need, yeah, I guess 2 for switching the sensitivity and yaw, and then 1 or 2 for switching back, right? But I would say that you only really need an easy like normal sensitivity bind. That because you can always switch to the MEA later because the MEA is not changing by much. It'll just mean that your horizontal sensitivity will be slightly higher. You can even test it yourself if you really want to. So you don't need to like press the key or press 2 keys while you're trying to get to the cage because it is pretty tight to make the cycle. I guess that's one thing I should mention is that the cycle for Zen I think is like, I forget how many seconds it is. It's like 5 seconds or something. I forget how slow it is to miss it. Um, but it is pretty tight if you're not used to the movement. Like because the normal strat, it's like almost impossible for us to miss it. Um, with the nade, unless you get stuck or something, or get stuck on something. But even then, it's still pretty hard.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I do have the binds at least though. I don't have pause binds though. I need to think about that as well.
Oh yeah. Uh,
I guess
I
you need
mean, I guess
two
those could
two binds,
technically
huh?
be almost anywhere as well. And I guess if you're doing the pause strat, you could have the normal sensitivity and everything be also, because you could just unpause after, like you could switch your thing, or you could switch your, do the snap, and then switch back to your normal sensitivity and then unpause, I suppose, if you wanted to. Except that's probably a lot to do. Plus, you can always, I don't know. Depends on how your binds are set up, and if it's annoying to have, because you do need some sensitivity or normal. Like I think you have 3, right, as your normal
Yeah.
sensitivity. You would switch back to 3, like probably like right away
Yeah,
after the shot, or even before the shot. You just can't move your mouse during before your Gauss goes off.
trying to think. I could use like F1 and F2 for pausing. Should work. 2D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll save these binds real quick before something happens and I have to do it again. I can't. So Muti just lost the WR because of that strat that I'm trying to learn. Is that what happened?
Oh boy.
He got a 26-1, losing 10 seconds on Zen. Oh,
Oh,
come on.
no.
Why are we learning this?
Uh,
Uh,
good strat, man. Good strat. Um, and I
okay, so let me to view angles on. Fully charging the ghost knowing. Then it takes me here. I do BXT, aid, remove one. Actually see what's happening.
yeah.
Okay, let me quickly see what's happening.
Oh, I'm just
Okay, so I just hold right mouse, but then I release the right mouse button to shoot
yeah.
one
So
ammo.
it's like the game will automatically shoot when you load into the level, right?
Yeah, and
But then
then
you just keep holding on to it until yeah, and then just like let go as soon as you know it's like starting to charge again. Because then because you know there's like I think it's like a half-second delay or something like that before it will shoot again.
yeah.
Or if you're just like it'll like charge up one shot and shoot automatically.
Okay, what
And that
pitch and what
will
yaw do we want to achieve for that second shot then? I think
so it's yeah, I sent or wait, I didn't. I was gonna say it is 35.5 and 276.5. So I could so that's
35,
pitch
sorry, 35.5
and 276.5 here. There, I sent it in your chat.
pitch.
So and also if you're messing around with this, the cheat command bxt set angles can be kind of useful if you're
Yeah, I'll practicing.
well, yeah, especially if you're just wanting to do it. But so I think let me
I mean, I could
actually
also, just for switching my view angles, I can just do that while standing on the island here, right? I don't have to be charging in the air. So let's try that first. Switching my...
yeah, you can try practicing switching the angles, but the angles are specific to that setup. Because like back or if you watch like the segmented runs of Half-Life, both HL21 and the Char one done enormously quick or
Yeah.
warped or whatever. Uh, they so when they load into the map, all they do is just do a jump and then shoot the thing. But I found it like almost impossible to like consistently make the cycle if you do that. So
Oh
and
yeah,
we don't
that's...
need
I
gouging
mean,
most.
they do forward gauzes and stuff there, so
Yeah, no, it would maybe be all right for like scripted,
yeah.
but scriptless it's like a little bit. I'm sure like you could do it for an IL, but it's not any faster. There's not really any reason to do it because you're delayed based on the Gauss shot, the first Gauss shot. So this is just as fast as those segmented runs. Yeah, so yeah, you can practice trying to get the right angle, and I guess having force center view might be something you want as a backup. Um, because if you go to like 90 pitch, I don't think there's a way to like other than having to change your sensitivity again, or if you mess up the pitch. Because yeah, it's fine because you can always just go back and forth, but because your pitch, your like looking up and down is capped, it'll mess up.
Yeah. Have a. I'll see if I need it before I try to figure out another bind I can make.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's basically if you just accidentally go too far,
Okay, so
or
yeah.
if you go like three, or if you go too far, wide, or three times, I guess, or two times. So yeah, 276.5. It doesn't need to be that exact, just that the 10th place is like I think there was some variability where it could be like 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 for either of them. And I just chose like the middle number. So yeah, that would work. And you need to I'm fairly certain you need to be ducking when you do it.
Yeah. I
But
go
that's
one tick right, one tick lower. It's really easy to do 2 ticks. Even on 100 DPI, it's really easy. But I guess that's why we
yeah.
pause it, so we can just do it very slowly.
Okay, my game just crashed. It's also a lovely thing about practicing this strat.
Okay, so let's try it from here.
Because of the
Then we unpause. Oh, and then I have to... I forgot I have to hit the bind again, otherwise my camera will look like this.
yeah, it's really annoying.
Wait. And then... these binds. Oh, I have to also have to switch my DPI again. Can't straight.
Yeah.
And do you do one more burst boost after that then?
Yeah, otherwise, I don't think you can make it back to the land. I mean, you might be able to, but I would recommend doing it. You're not... ammo here doesn't actually really matter too much anyways. So,
Okay, like this, and then these two
yeah,
binds.
and then yeah.
What? Okay, I didn't
Then make
switch my
sure you're
sensitivity.
yeah, and make sure you're ducking
Oh,
after the
alright.
buzz. Yeah, you could probably get the angles and then switch to your normal sensitivity if that helps. Um,
Oh, I think I was pressing the wrong.
and then like just don't move your mouse. uh, or if you do move your mouse, it's not gonna hopefully matter too much. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. What Korumu? You could have your sensitivity bind be like whatever, like 9, or it could be like 12 or something when you switch back on this. That could work too, so you don't have to switch your DPI
Oh, right, yeah.
until later, like if that helps. So
True,
then
yeah. I
you're
could
only hitting
save
one.
one button press.
Yeah, so you're only pressing one button.
Okay, yes, let me see. So sensitivity is usually 3. So that has to be times 8 then, right? Or because like from 800 to 100 now.
Mm-hmm.
4.
So yeah, it might be It might feel weird, but it should
Yeah,
be around the same.
it feels kind of laggy, but yeah, the,
I
the
mean, yeah.
the distance I need to move is at least. Okay, then let's
Yeah,
try.
I guess you can kind of see the like how it's kind of on a grid at
Yeah,
24
yeah.
sensitivity. So then once you get the cages or once you hit all the buttons and stuff, then it'll be then you could like hit a bunch of binds to get back to normal.
Yeah. Oh
You're
god, for two
playing
seconds.
you're playing like a typing game mid run. I always think it's funny when I watch like Muty do RP clip.
I
It's like
mean,
he's
I was doing the same thing already with the jump bug, right? You know, it's just 2 more binds now. The
yeah,
DPI as
I guess
well.
it actually isn't too different from the jump bug.
Yeah.
Especially if you were doing like the mouse inputs for the jump bug.
Let me try to get it now. So, need to wrap my head around this. So I do these 2 binds for the max sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
The MYOR. Okay, and then
Yeah, so that would be just like while you're in the teleporter,
yeah,
you just hit those.
go. Then we hit these two. Go back to normal MYOR and 24 sensitivity. Now I
Yeah,
crouch, unpause, and it shoots.
yeah, it should just automatically shoot when you're not holding down the charge anymore.
But then I have to make it there somehow.
Yeah, and then you gotta
Okay, also
kind
SV
of feel out
cheats
the.
one. You see with no
Also,
clip if I
yeah,
hit that cage.
with what I was saying, you don't really need to also change the MYA back. Um, it's only changing it by like I think like,
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's not much. Yeah, barely noticed.
and I guess you could adjust your sensitivity based on that too, if that helps. Um,
Yeah, that was only be one key then. That would actually be good.
maybe try like 23 sensitivity or something because it's like slightly higher than normal MYA. So then the sensitivity would need to be slightly lower, or you maybe just won't even feel that big of a difference. I don't know because it's such a short section. Though I suppose having the
Ah, free. I hit it. Let's go.
nice. So yeah, this cage part you need to be pretty clean in here, especially for the like the button that's on the second button that you press. That one is easy to miss if you're too slow. Um, SV cheats one is not allowed during runs.
Yeah, I only put SV cheats one in case I want a no clip, which is obviously not allowed. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess you'd need to probably hit all those binds with your left hand. I assume. Like
Yeah.
move the mouse with your. And for this jump, yeah, I would say jump from above and don't like because if you drop down, that wastes a little bit of time, and then it makes like the jump after a little bit awkward. Unless you get like good speed out of that, then it doesn't matter. Um, but honestly, if you make it there kind of cleanly, it's mostly just that like little vent section can be there's like a lot of weird collisions there. And I guess it isn't the worst thing in the world to miss a cycle because like I think if you miss a cycle, it's about as like the normal strat would be. I guess it's slower because you don't do the jump bug, but I guess I can't really remember how much time it loses.
Wait, do I even land on the island? No.
Um, you can land on that moving thing if you want. I don't think it really matters, just as long as you get to the button early enough.
Okay, I'll practice the movement now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you make a guess if you hit the shot and then make a save, except that's a little bit awkward too, just because the game has like a little bit of a delay before you can do anything.
I should. This is in the thing. Maybe I should need to do better strafe here to reach that.
Yeah, either that or I guess more boost if that. But it is kind of weird because if you get more speed than this, you kind of need to do some weird duck taps. And you'll know if you miss the cycle if the one on the side doesn't go. Is it 8 seconds? I guess I can't remember how big of a time loss it is. And honestly, I don't really know why. I'm pretty sure I investigated, like, looking into why you need to duck, and I don't actually know why. I think the Gauss just acts differently for whatever reason. Might be like a self-Gauss type thing.
Okay.
Trace. Oh, I guess you didn't hit the one on the left.
Yeah, but I made the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little bit awkward.
But it's
trying to hit.
It's just about practice. You just have to learn the move. There's like so many buttons to press. It took me a while, but I think I figured it out now. So
yeah,
this one, these two. This I can even boost more.
Yeah, boosting more.
You need to figure out how to jump in here fast without head.
Yeah, and I was trying to figure out. Sometimes I was just jumping and never ducking, because you can do that there. It's just weird. I don't know. The collision is like bit messed up. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot my game crashed.
Oh, we made it. Let's go. There we go. Hellfire, we are talking on Discord right now, so I stopped the music, but I'll come back soon. You don't want to be crouched in this window here, I think.
Yeah, it's weird because you can do you can kind of like stand and jump into it. But there's like some weird, like on the right side, there's like a weird ledge or a fake ledge that while you're standing, I don't know if it exists when you're ducking. Oh yeah, I guess it maybe does.
I figured that. You just jump normally here.
Actually, I guess if you land on that, you can just hold. You can hold left. Might be an idea.
Don't crouch there. Just stand there, hold that wall, jump. It can even be on the back of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you just go all the way back to the wall here, and you just jump. Get up without being crouched. Should be the best way, I think.
Yeah, and you know, it's just something that we haven't really needed to think about because the cycle's so easy with the normal strat. It's kind of funny. And it's, you know, it's funny because people, I think at one point, I know like the old IL strat where you like shoot on like through the wall on the other side. You remember that?
Yeah.
We go left instead of on the right side of the island.
But it's not even that tight. The
yeah,
timing.
no. That
Plus,
that strat was probably actually harder
yeah.
because, well, maybe not. I guess I don't know. It's weird because I think there you would have to go all the way around. But yeah, it was like almost impossible if we did like the jump strat, and it's not even faster or anything. So if it was like the segmented run,
I forgot. I want to do it all in one go for once at least. Oh shit. I need to figure out how much to boost.
yeah, that's something because I was only just doing it for an IL just to do it. Um, so I never really bothered learning how to make this more consistent.
Oh,
I think it could be that just like charging up a lot and then like boosting. Because either way, it's gonna be the same like speed kind of. I guess you'll be further back, but
what? Okay, that one was too late.
you definitely need to boost a little bit. Can't make that big of a.
Oh no! Shavlat! Yo, Cologne, thank you. Thank you very much for the resub, Cologne. Good to see you. And I wish you a very pleasant night. Oh, that's a 53-month resub. Absolute fucking legend. Good to see you, man. I hope I'll see you soon without sleeping. We're streaming more again now, so good chances for that. Yeah, and right now, sorry, bit of a weird one. I learning a new strat, and my brain is steaming.
I think having somewhere in the 900s is good, off of the for like the strafe to the island, or like right after you shoot the shot. I think trying to redirect your speed is probably, or as early as possible, is really good.
Fade practice. New angles. Click. Crouch. These buttons. Ah, damn it. Visible thing got me.
Yeah, I actually find landing on the floating island is not too bad, for the floating little thing.
I think you get way more time if you land on the island immediately. Because you only
Yeah,
have to do one duck tap to land in the hold.
yeah.
Where you would have to pull.
Yeah, you kind of have to do like 2 or 3 even.
I didn't.
Yeah, the crouching thing is weird. I really think it's like something weird with how self gausses work. I actually don't even know what this is even doing. If it's just penetrating the island or not. I think brought it up to Pinsplash because he did that whole Gauss video, and he said it was like he like gave me a timestamp, but it didn't really explain it. So
Hey.
I don't know. I would need to look at it myself. Gauss is weird in how it works.
Also, I think it's not a normal pause buffer here, right? So I don't need two keys with pause, actually.
Yeah, you can just do it with one. I just already had well, actually I never did the pause strat because there wasn't a reason for me to. But yeah, Beauty's been doing it. And I think it's weird. His gold might be without a pause, so I don't know if you can just directly look at that, but I guess if you look at some of his runs, you could probably get an idea of how fast it is. It's probably like around 25 something. Plus, the better you get at it, it'll be faster and faster.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I think I do it with F1 and F2, like during the trick now, and then I do F3, F4. Yeah, let me bring up no board as well so you can see. Yeah, and then F3, F4 when I'm in the teleport.
You're capturing your file explorer and live split a second time. I guess that's the mouse element of it. Kind of funny.
Weird, every time I have the source up without no board on, it starts capturing like I did that
Yeah,
earlier.
it's kind of annoying that OBS does that. There's probably a setting that you can change that, but no, I think some of the verifier tools that we have, I think gets automatically captured under the live split one or under window capture. I don't really want to show that. Which is funny. So I always make sure to turn that off. Plus, they could just show random things like Firefox or something.
Okay, how much ammo did I use? Wasn't enough. One more. Down to
Yeah,
76.
kind of a weird thing is it might work if you don't have like a full boost, but I wouldn't like rely on that. Plus, this is probably a thing where having a stable 100 FPS is probably important, similar to like test chamber skip for the object boost. Except it'll be a lot more 100 FPS frames. Except it still might be fine even if it drops down once or twice. Because there is some leniency in the position, but like I'm not sure if this setup would work on like 20 FPS or anything. Not that there's any reason for you to be on 20 FPS, but actually that kind of makes me wonder if I guess there actually could be a reason to be on 20 FPS. It might make the mouse movement or mouse snap a little bit easier. But
It's the wrong key. God, I'm doing this wrong all the time. Get in here, pause, view angles, this, shoot. Or reach the island before. I can actually make a save there. I save now. Work, right? Which maybe.
yeah, I think the thing with view angles is you need to change them and then unpause, pause, and then save, I think. It's kind of weird. Also, if you try to do BXT auto pause and make a save with that, I think your game crashes here at least, or when you try to load that save. It's kind of annoying. Gotta love the collision on this map.
Yep. This. Let's try the whole thing. One down, one right. This and this. Ah, didn't make it to the. No, I started charging too quickly. It's really hard making it back.
Yeah, I think part of it is like just redirecting your speed as fast as you can, and also not losing the speed then. And of course getting the Gauss boost off, but I don't think that's as important.
Fuck this collision. I think I either land
Great how
down here, get around them.
yeah, that is just lovely.
That should have worked, right? Yep, made it.
Should be
Then
good.
I would have to press F3, F4.
Yeah. Type in the code. And then also get ready for the Gonarch strat.
Oh god, yeah.
But there's plenty of time for that anyways.
Yeah, you like this is really hard to wrap your head around. I mean, I knew what to do, but it still took me so long to get it once.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about figuring out the perfect turn after shooting that one. And also, I did it with BXT Fade Remove. Usually, you have to do it without seeing anything. What's your hourly rate for Half-Life Tank? Well,
Oh.
I'm paying
You
him in
know,
lambdas, so
oh yeah, need to lower the song request amount.
oh no
It's
no
gone
no.
out of control. This is 1210 now. It's gone up 21%. It's crazy. You know, if I had an hourly rate, you know how much GP owes me for how much coaching tips I've given him?
Sorry, what? EP?
How much how
Oh,
much I've helped GP with learning new stuff.
yeah. Hmm. I always feel like after I've tried to learn a new strat, it's so hard to do proper runs again. Just
Yeah, no, it's like,
your head is completely fried.
and especially, it's funny whenever, well, at least for me, I get into a mode where I try to investigate something a little bit too much. Like I remember one time, I think I don't know how it got brought up, but I think I was looking at the Barney and Office Complex, how to make him follow you the fastest, and I think me and Kissy were both trying to figure out how to do it because you can save like almost a second there or like half a second just like
Oh yeah.
if you move him faster, which is just ridiculous. Like a perfectly fat, like I think some of our golds are still like losing like half a second to Barney, just the way he moves, and it's so confusing.
Yeah, I also think there's ways of don't not killing the Vortigons, or at least not immediately, so they can like fly through to the door, but so unreliable afterwards when you kill them with a nade. Sometimes it works, sometimes it
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, I guess you could do something like that too.
Like
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Kana.
crazy.
I've definitely managed to do it. Oh wait, do I have?
Honestly, forget. I think I do two right click or two secondary attacks.
Yeah, I think
I think I
theoretically
just
it would be faster just doing a left than a right,
yeah,
but
I
it's
just
so
found it too
much more
inconsistent.
reliable, almost not slower.
Well, and also
Why do
I think one thing I was finding was that because of how or wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say there's also I think it takes 1.5 seconds before you can shoot again after doing the secondary attack. So even if you like got to the door super fast, you couldn't shoot. Oh god. I guess that could work.
But yeah, sometimes he does that
Yeah,
like
he
where he
he
stops
does
here,
that.
but he doesn't do that always. That's what I mean. Like if you could figure out why he does it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Honestly, I
sometimes the
wonder if you
Vortigon is
can.
also very fast. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I actually know that one work. I was gonna say, I wonder if you could like have a nade nuke the Vortigon or something, but you don't have nades yet until like right here. Obvious. If only did the task strat where you teleport the scientists above you and grab nades in UC.
It's definitely when Barney sees the Vortigon die, then it always works.
Oh, he has to see it die. That's kind of interesting.
But now he sees him die. He is not interested in me anymore. Now.
Well, it'd be interesting if there was a way to make the Vortigaunt not even follow you or some. Because I swear sometimes it is don't follow you, and I don't know if that also works. But it's so hard to test this map because obviously the NPC use doesn't.
Oh,
You can't just like load a save.
following me.
Yeah, if you go on the right side, that might work.
I don't think that helps with Barney's
Yeah, does he still get
still being weird.
confused?
So I don't think it followed me. Now. Let's see. Made out here in case. So he's coming now. So far so good. But now he's doing this. Cost of Orgon isn't dead. And that means it don't even save any time now.
Hmm.
It's a weird thing, but I've had it that he doesn't do that too. Maybe
Yeah,
the
I swear
nade,
I've.
maybe the nade position needs to be different. Let me try what Kissy
Yeah,
does.
I don't.
He does this and then this nade. Oh, wait, wait. I was just lucky, guys. Gonna work again.
Yeah, that position strat is so weird because it's not actually. I don't think it's any faster than if you block him normally. It's just weird that he stops there and just keeps going. Yeah,
no,
but
follow
it's
me.
weird. I think Barney is
Did it?
faster if you always keep him in
Tankfird.
the like PVS or something. Cause I was messing around with like the wall hack thing, and it was like whenever he was still being rendered, or I think it was like he was always like way faster.
Okay, so it's coming again. Why is it following me?
Might be just unlucky. I wonder if the change level, because it's like a save load, I wonder if that messes with the. Maybe he just can't see you. I don't know. It is. This whole section is annoying.
Yeah, that's why we just kill the Vortigons, even though theoretically there would be something a bit faster, but dude, it's close though. Like when he follows me, it works though with this other way of throwing the nades.
Yeah.
Just have to figure
Yeah.
out how the Vortigon can be manipulated into not following.
I wonder, do you even need to kill the Vortigaunt here on the right?
Maybe not. I just
Just be hopping past him. Might be just that going on the right side just works sometimes.
not
Yeah,
coming.
I think the. That's odd. Oh, I guess it was a little bit delayed there. It looked like it came there at like the last second. But I guess if you have the nade to kill it, then it's not that bad. Well, and it's weird because, you know, the nade you throw and blow up might also be affecting Barney's AI a little bit. Except I don't know if they work. I don't know if Barney works exactly like scientists do, because scientists get like alerted, and well, grunts do too. Yeah, that might be an idea. I don't. Would actually need to time it though.
I mean, that I'm doing right now. Fine.
Yeah, or if you're just bee hopping right past them. Because I mean, if you really think about it, like it isn't all that much faster. It might be a few tenths faster.
Again. Why did he stop a few times though? Ah. Okay, I'm
He's
just
thinking.
putting it out there, guys. There's something to be found. I can do a quicker Barney. But I don't know. I have tried this off stream as well. I've tried to find something. Just always.
This almost feels like the honor rail, like speed preservation up the ramp where you're bee hopping up it. Except that one is like free, like it's not really that bad to like fail it or anything, but I don't know. I just think it's funny because that one is like maybe you keep an extra 100 speed or whatever, but since it's such a short area, it doesn't actually save that much time. Because like here, it's like if you stop to kill the Vortigons, it's only gonna add like an extra. Because you're still like probably ground strafing or kind of bee hopping. Normally, it's like just maybe one more jump is like full speed, which I guess saves time, but I don't think it's as much as you would think. Even though it looks like you're just bee hopping past everything.
Yeah, really isn't much. So what do you think of my FAF strat?
What is your FAF? Oh yeah, the ramp jump thing. Or
First we break this oh! Oh! I didn't deactivate my bind to switch DPI and I did it accidentally while doing the box. You break this and then... I swear I have had it with spacebar B-hop at 20 FPS, but...
I mean, it's that you got speed there. But it's weird because it's like I think it's like. Oh no, I guess you are. You might need to do it while ducked, so you don't hit your head.
There it is. It's so smooth though because you can then reach this firebox and jump from...
Oh.
I
You know,
wish...
it would be like really clean. You know, sometimes when you just like land into a slope and gives you speed and you don't even need to jump. It would be so nice if you could do that there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably get like lucky with that, but I don't know if that. I think that's really only the case if the slope is really steep. But it's weird because I think sometimes like a duck tap will. I think a duck tap maybe only works because you're hitting the slope and it gives you speed, but then you're getting off of it, so you're not getting friction. I don't really know.
It's weird, my jump speed goes up, but my overall speed goes down. I'm guessing I'm touching it for like 2 frames.
It is interesting. 564? Oh wait, you're on 20 FPS? I think what's happening is you're getting a frame of ground friction because at 20 FPS you slow down by 20%, so... And at like 700 times 0.8 is 560. So I think that's what's happening. 75 is a weird FPS to use.
Yeah, I think you use like 74.333 or something in AG.
Well, if you wanted to use like a stable FPS, then it would be either 76.92 or 71.4. Because otherwise you're just getting the slowdown stuff. Or I guess in AG you would just get like an extra, some of your frames will be like at a lower FPS or a higher FPS or whatever. This is that weird frame time remainder thing on the Steam Pipe version. But in Half-Life that would just slow you down. I guess I don't know how I assume collisions use the rounded millisecond whatever frame time.
Well, considering that you only get like 100 speed from the slope anyway, it's not really worth it, but it would be cool if we could get this little boost.
Yeah, and I was looking into specifically in RP or the last map of residue processing, the conveyor. If you get it's weird if you jump into the conveyor with like it's kind of like a jump bug thing where if the like on ground thing grabs you and brings you down, and you hit jump on that frame, you get like a lot more speed. You probably notice that after like the lever skip, or even like the furnace area, where you'll get like an extra. I think even if you don't jump, it gives you a lot of speed. But if you get unlucky and it like, I guess it might be like a weird like collision thing where you're colliding with it rather than having the ground grab you. I don't know. If you get that collision thing, then you just don't get like any speed. You like slow down. Also, for the Lambda Core double nade boost, are you doing the Sithka strat or was gonna say you should try that out. I actually found it pretty easy to pick up, and it's usually faster than even if you do the other strat really fast. Or it's about the same or faster, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's really hard. I do get the slope at the top.
Yeah, I found the Cisco one. You can definitely push it where you're being really risky with it, but even if you do it safe, it's still usually faster, I think, than even what than at least the strats I was doing with either the like a low boost or even the slope thing.
The slope maxing so hard there.
You need to get that slope boost in AM right at the start.
Yeah, sometimes randomly get it on 100 FPS. Oh, by the way, there's also this strat. If I tried, it's pretty hard. Well, I only have one ammo, a revolver here. Better if I have two, so we have a peek it. Can shoot the box from the river. Usually I won't have two revolver ammo.
I guess that's one way of doing it. And you know, if you can actually shoot it early, do you actually still have a? Oh no, you wouldn't have any ammo for the Gauss. I was gonna say if you could do a Gauss primary fire, that'd be pretty cool. I think the weird thing with the crowbar is you need to, usually when you're swinging the crowbar and like hopping into something, usually you need to like swing it really early, or earlier than you would think, because it's not like instant. That's what I noticed for the chamber strat for RP, right at the beginning. It's like I'm hitting it really early. Same thing with the office complex vent. When you climb that ladder.
Honestly,
Like,
I feel kind of consistent doing this box with the crowbar.
yeah, at least this map should be way more consistent with this strat, I assume, rather than the chair.
Oh, I got the boost! Holy! I got... This is actually pretty cool. But yeah, also, have you ever timed this boss section here? In this part here, where you do the nade boost normally, but then doing it with a ghost shot. I don't know if it's faster or slower.
I assume it's either equal or maybe faster.
Thing is, if I get it a quick water exit, I'm not having a lot of ammo in my gauss for the boost.
Yeah, I mean at least
like here now, look. What do I have? I have like 740 speed then. To do one more jump here.
Yeah. At least you're saving health, I guess.
Yeah, that's why it's definitely worth to go for.
I don't know, it's weird. The whole surface tension like route and all of this stuff definitely needs to be like properly timed, because I don't think anyone's timed it really. I'm not entirely convinced that the like when you break the door in surface tension, like the IHD, the one to go to IHD, I'm not entirely certain that like keeping your speed out of that Gauss is fast, or even going on that left side of the map is fast.
I mean, I don't think going on the right side could be theoretically any faster, because if you're fast enough,
yeah, it takes time for the Gauss to charge.
Yeah, you can be there exactly when the Gauss is fully charged.
Yeah, but I think keeping the speed from that Gauss boost is also kind of weird because you have to do like 2 or 3 jumps to even like redirect your speed back down the
Yeah.
tunnel. And I'm not sure if that's any fast. The problem with that is that you can't really do it any other way because you have so little Gauss ammo. So even if you did like a pretty like if you just started a B hop chain and then did a little 0 yaw, it's kind of still a little bit awkward.
Well,
But it's weird
Kissy and
because
Muti say it is 3 seconds, so I'm assuming they have timed it.
yeah, I don't. Well, it's weird because, well, I think the thing that's weird with Muti's timing is because he never did the FAF strat, or he didn't really change FAF at all. For his like route or anything like that. But with the chair object boosts and stuff and the different Gauss routing, I guess you have an extra nade, so I don't know if you can do anything with that.
Not really, no.
Unless you're... I think... Well, I guess you could, instead of using the SMG nades on the elevator, you could use a nade, but I don't think that's really any different, though. Because you'd probably still want to use at least one. And there's not really anything else you can do with it.
Have you tried the Gauss the Lambda Core clip with the Gauss?
Yeah. Actually, you know, it's funny. I was gonna go for that. That
Be
was like
very
one of
easy,
the...
I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was one of the few strats I was gonna go for, but then I just stopped doing it. I don't really remember why.
I mean, it
Because I
is a
don't
bit
think it's
awkward
even
sometimes,
that...
but in theory, I think it should just be
Yeah, I think it's as easy as a jump bug.
yeah,
So,
jump back on
or
20
even
FPS exactly.
it's technically easier because you only have to just click or whatever. You don't have to like...
The only thing I hate is if you fuck it up, you cannot really save mid-air.
Yeah.
Also, the clip itself, because you don't have to crouch, lining
It's
it
really
up.
fast.
Quick, yeah. Okay, now we're here. Sitka strat. From this wall, right?
Well, it's so instead of like holding jump or anything, you hold back while looking down. So then you kind of just fly out of the water, or you hit like S, and you look. Yeah, I think you look towards the center when you do that, and then you boost off of
Sidewall.
like the side wall, and then that it's kind of weird. It like kind of pushes you into the ramped part, so you don't even really need to press anything after.
Yeah, that's
I don't
nice.
know. I would need to find the video of it, or you would need to find someone doing it. I think maybe Muti does it, but I can't remember.
Gauss, the Sitka strat, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it, yeah.
And I found that you could be pretty risky with it too, and still get it just fine.
Yeah, I need to check where to boost from.
Yeah.
Alright. But I think it's midnight now, and my brain is a bit broken from all these new strats. I still don't know what I'm gonna do in my runs. I think eventually I'll do pretty much everything, but before I can do it, I need to practice that a lot. But yeah, thanks for helping. I'll
No problem.
probably I'll practice it a bit more until I figure it out on Zen, and then maybe record a video with no board or something. Put that on the end of
Yeah.
the explanation part. All right. Okay, I'm gonna mute you on Discord and say goodbye to stream because I will go raid Muti now.
I'll head out. See ya.
Yo, take care. Thank you. Cheers. All right, guys. Exciting, exciting. We had a bird in our room today. We had quite a few good runs. But yeah, my brain is fried, but it was too much. I need time to learn this. But it was fun. I hope some of you could have some yeah, understanding of the trick now as well, same as me. Surely soon we know how to do it. Good night, guys. I'll see you soon.